So do you have any upcoming shows? I know COVID kind of slowed a lot of things down.
Yeah, I did. I had upcoming shows like months ago, like right before Corona, all that. I had like 3 shows lined up, like in Vallejo and other places. But after that, I haven't got anything for performances since March, since then. But yeah.
So what do you think about the whole virtual performances? Like, do you like them? Do you dislike them?
Like what they're like how they did Rolling Loud and stuff like that.
Yeah, Rolling Loud, how they're doing like the verses. A lot of things are online now.
The verses is cool. A little, yeah, kind of like that. The verses, doing that sort of thing. Yeah, with the like Rolling Loud stuff, I didn't watch any of those performances, so I don't really watch performances like that. But like the verses thing, like the live, 2 people going back and forth, I think that's cool. I like that.
Okay. So how do you feel the internet has impacted the music business?
The internet, honestly, it made it pretty unavoidable to not get like not publicity but exposure, I guess. It made it kind of unavoidable, Everybody has access to like, social media, stuff like that. So if you're on like a social pushing what you got going on, there's a high chance that people are going to see it, because you're on there, they're on there. So in that way, I guess it helped. It made it unavoidable for more exposure.
So it just brings everybody together?
Yeah, a little bit like that.
Okay. So when you perform, what is your favorite song to perform?
I think my favorite song is my most popular one, What You Want From Me. And I think that's why it's my favorite, because that gets the most feedback from everybody. And I like that energy between me and them. It's cool. So I guess that one.
So why do you think it's your most popular song?
I think, honestly, the way it sounds, I think people like the way it's like a piano and then it's just like, I think people like the piano, like the way like I'm singing and rapping on it. I think people liked it. And then also like what I'm saying. And I think people like related to it, so they liked it.
Okay, that's dope. So which famous artists do you admire?
Do I admire? I've been saying him a lot, but GB he's actually just the biggest artist I've been listening to and working with right now. And he's honestly somebody that I admire with the music.
Okay. Is there anyone else that comes to mind that maybe influences you?
With the music.
It doesn't have to be music style.
Just honestly, for me, when I get like it was inspired. Who inspired me, right? The artist who inspired me. When I get like an inspiration from anybody, it sort of like will stay with that person for a long time. They'll inspire me. So right now, really, it's just GB. Honestly, with his music, what he's talking about, the message he's getting across, how he works. Yeah. Okay.
So what's the most trouble you've gotten into?
The most trouble I've gotten into, I would say. So. It was like last year, I had just graduated high school. I think I was 17, I just graduated high school, and I was just at that age where like I didn't want to listen to my parents anymore or whatever. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. And I wanted to go somewhere. I wanted to go somewhere, but my mom didn't want me to go, but I really wanted to go. And so she told me, she was like, if you go, you can't come back here to this house. And then so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. So I went and then couldn't come back home. So that was probably the most trouble that I've been into. Oh, no. Couldn't go back home.
Okay, so speaking of your mom, what was it like growing up?
With my mom?
Yeah, just growing up in general.
Growing up? Crazy, a lot of crazy. Yeah, definitely a lot of stuff that I grew up, or the way I grew up, I feel we grew up together. I feel like we grew up in that sense together. But yeah, a lot of crazy, a lot of fun, a lot of love.
Okay, so where are you from?
I was born in, so I say I'm from the 209 because I never know what to say when people tell me because I moved around so much, but just in the 209. So I was born in Los Baños, but I lived in Modesto, Houston, Oakdale. I would say I'm from Oakdale though, because that's where I lived the longest. So I would say I'm from Oakdale. Now I live Riverbank, so now I'm there, but I would say I'm from Oakdale. That's where I'm from.
So that's where the whole 209 Princess.
That's where the whole 209 Princess King comes from. Because when people would ask me like, "Where are you from?" and I didn't know, I was always like, "I'm from 209. I'm from the 209." So yeah, that's how that came to be.
That's dope. So, what is the best advice you've been given?
The best advice I've been given. It's actually super simple, but I remember one time. It was actually around the time again I was graduating. I had a lot of like projects and tests coming up. I was trying to do my music at the time. At the time, I felt like I had a lot going on. And I remember I was talking to my dad, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do all of this. And all he said was, "You're just gonna do it. You're gonna do it." And at the time, I was so like mad, and it didn't make sense because it was so like, that didn't help me. I felt like that didn't help me. I was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm just gonna do it? But now when I look back on it, like, I use that every time I got a lot going on. Every time, like, I feel like there's too much in my head and I feel like I can't do it. In my head, I'm just like, you're just gonna do it. Like, there's nothing, there's nothing more to it. There is no easier said than done. You just do it.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Right.
So, if you could change anything about the music industry, what would it be?
If I could change anything about the whole music industry, it would be to break that image of the perfect, that whole thing. I would like to see more just like real, uncut, unedited truth, Stuff like that, show more real stuff instead of showing, everything you have, show what you had to do to get what you have now,
Right.
More relating to your people, showing them stuff like that. Showing them what they should be chasing, So that's what I would like to see, more real.
Oh, I like that too. So what's next for you? What's next for Deja?
Well, I got an album coming, Queens and Soldiers. That's what I'm working on. I'm trying to get my clothing, my merch. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it right now. I'm focusing on my merch and then my album, my music. So that's what I got coming, album and merch.
All right, perfect. Well, Deja, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the time.
Of course.
All right, until next time.
Until next time.